this video we're going to look at how you can apply animations to slides. Animations allow you to select the order and when the items on the slide will appear. So I'm going to show you on slide 2 of my presentation. So I've selected slide 2, and then looking on the ribbon we've got the animations tab. So I'm going to select animations by clicking on it, and at the moment there's an awful lot of things that are greyed out. So the way that animation works is the initial thing you have to do is to select the item that you want to order on your slide. So I'm going to select where my bullet points are on this particular slide. Now the animations appear in colours. The animations that appear green are what we call entrance effects. You will see as we go down this animation list there are yellow effects, and the yellow effects allow you to add emphasis to items on the slide. There are also red effects, which are effects for the exit of particular items on the slide. In this tutorial we're just purely looking at the entrance effects on the animation. So I'm going to choose the option called float in. Now on the screen you'll get a little preview showing of the effect of selecting that particular animation. And also, have you noticed that there are numbers appearing next to my bullet points? When you add animation to a group of text, the text will appear in each line order, or the order in which you select here. So let me do this on another slide, slide 3. So I'm going to select where I have my writing. So I've got 3 bullet points on this particular slide. I'm going to select animations, and then I'm going to select an animation effect. When the animation effect has been applied, you'll notice that a number gets allocated next to each bullet point. This is the order in which the items will appear on the slide. And at this particular stage they would appear by you selecting the space bar or by pressing the left mouse button when you're doing a slideshow. Now I could also apply a transition to a picture. So I'm going to click on this particular picture and I'm going to select a different animation. And you'll notice that you get a number appearing on here. So let me show you what happens when we do a slideshow. Remember, the slideshow is this, easiest way to get it is the little slideshow button on the status bar at the bottom of your screen. And when I select this, the only information that appears on my slide is the information that I didn't apply an animation or an entrance animation to. If I press the mouse button to move on, the first bullet point appears. Press the mouse button again, the second bullet point, and it's basically waiting for me to select the mouse button as if I'm going on to another slide, but it's going on to the next animation. And there appears my picture. I'm just going to escape out of here because I want to show you more about these numbers. This is the order in which things appear. In the Animations tab, there's an option called Animation Pane. I'm going to select the animation pane, and down the right hand side the animation pane shows me the items that I've applied animation to. The first 3 items are grouped together because they're from a piece of text information with bullet points. So I can click on the chevrons, these 2 pointing down arrows, and then I can get all the numbers revealed. If I decide I want to change the order, then I click on the item. So here I'm clicking on item 4, which is the picture. And then what I'm going to do is use the reorder button, which is the arrow up, and I'm going to click on that until the item selected appears as number 1, and the little picture has a little 1 next to it. So it might be that I want the picture to appear first on my slide, and then the first bullet point, and then the second bullet point, and then the third bullet point. So this order will successfully give me the photo first and then the writing. But if I decide that I want the first bullet point first? Well, that's got a number of 2 next to it at the moment. So I find 2 over here in the animation pane, and then I'm going to press the arrow up. So it becomes 1. So the first item is my first bullet point. The second item is my photo. The third item is my next bullet point. And the last bullet point is the final thing. So let me just show you that. So back onto the slideshow button. So the title appears because I haven't applied any entrance animation onto that. The first bullet point, the picture, the second bullet point, and the third bullet point. Just going to press escape to get out of there again. So let me just show you that one more time. So select the slide where you want animation to appear. Doesn't matter which order you do this because you can change the order later. So I'm going to set my picture first this time. And you've got the animation, and again you've got this arrow up and down to choose the one you want. I'm going to do shape. Now what I didn't show you before is sometimes some animations have effect options too. So you can have a go at looking at what effect options are available to you. And they'll differ depending on the animation you've selected. My animation pane is open at the right hand side. So it's showing me the first animation that I've applied, and I've got a little 1 next to it on my side. Now I want to apply animation onto these bullet points because I want them to appear when I'm ready. So I want to be able to click in my presentation when I want them to appear. So I'm going to add animation, and I'm going to use appear. And once again, you get the order, the sequence appearing on next to the bullet points. On the right hand side, if you can't see all the numbers, find those little arrows and give it a click. So again, if I wanted my picture to be the second thing that appears, so I want the first bullet point and then my picture, I click on the option of the picture, which is number 1, and this time I'm going to use the arrow pointing down so that it becomes the second option. And again, look at your slide and you get the little 1 appearing next to the first bullet point, number 2 against the photo, and then you can see for yourself where the numbers appear. If you decide that you don't want any animation, you can remove it by using this animation pane. There's a little arrow next to your selected animation. Give that little arrow a click, and the remove option is how you take the animation off that particular item. So to put it back on again, give it a click,